Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to this random part of the internet where your host here tries to draw something. So turn this off. Hopefully, you can hear me properly. Can hear me? Yeah, that works. Alright, welcome. Feel free to ask questions. If this is the first time you see one of my streams, I draw something during the stream. Uh, I've been doing this for a really long time, and this is just my latest sketch book, but I filled already a bunch of them. Yeah, you can find it on my feed, on my social media. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Kick, Facebook, and Twitch. So lately, um, just because I was feeling like I wanted to go back to working on some of your suggestions or uh, prompts, I decided to ask you all what I should draw. And last time it was uh, someone getting bitten by a shark. So let's see. Anyhow, well, this is what I had yesterday. I don't mind the shark. I did a small thumbnail for it. If you don't know what a thumbnail is I don't know if this could qualify as a thumbnail. For me, it does. A thumbnail is a small version of a drawing that you do in order to work on composition and the overall idea in a really unexpensive way in regards to time and so on and so forth. So I decided to go with this one, but as you can see, the character that I wanted to portray, it's way more prominent on the thumbnail that I made. So if you compare it, you might be able to see that she's way larger in the canvas in comparison to her right here. So what I was thinking of doing, I was thinking about this right before I started. Also, there's something about the proportions. Sorry for the yawning. Um, yeah, yeah. I don't sleep that much lately, so sorry about that. What I was thinking of doing was doing a bit of a transfer, which is something I haven't done on this stream. Also have my hand is all messed up. Come on. Let's see. So what I was thinking of doing was transfer the drawing. Maybe actually the phone would be better. I think it would because I can actually do this. Let's see. You can see the background. That's my illustration. You can actually get that background on I haven't mentioned this, but you can get that background on my website if you want it. It's like 30 cents or something. Alright. Let's see. Maybe if I do this. Can I see that? No, it's not good enough. I need actual light. That's better. That's what I need. Come on. I just need a bit of an idea. So that's my shark. Actually, the page ends here. Just for the sake of also, it might help you practice to trace certain things. Um, just to get an idea of how excuse me certain drawings actually work, or how they flow together, and so on and so forth. This is what I had yesterday. I'm going to try to see if I can make a better version of this, because I don't like the character. Phil needs to be more present there. So I'm just gonna set that aside for a bit. A bunch of stuff here. It's probably gonna fall. My desk is a mess. I need to clean it up. Hello. All good. All good, I think. Oh wait. I see your profile. I like that image. Nice image. Is it visible what I have there? I have a hard time with this. You can barely see it. Oh my god. Filters. Color correction. Gamma. Gamma. No. Brightness. No, what am I? Oh, the wrong one. I have to really get. Anyway, I need to get a better camera. I really do. It's upsetting. A duotone filter. That looks cool. Nice little sketch there. Yeah. Too much yawning lately. I overdid it. Now I overdid it. This camera. This is incredible. It really can be almost insulting that they sell you this camera. Yeah, would not recommend. I don't wanna bash the company, because they do make other things that I feel are good, but this, come on, you guys, you can probably do better than this. But I want to go the other way. Thing is, she got like a score so there. Ah, my hand. Fine, I'll draw with a freaking thing on. At least try to. Yeah, broken leg. By the way, this is actually what a sketch should be. Messy and all over the place. That's actually what you want to be doing. You don't want that clean. No mistakes. Nonsense. Like, still don't like this leg. Yeah, what I had in mind was actually if it's not clear, I'm trying to say that's a head, this is one leg, this is another leg, and this is way more the way artists usually draw, painters rather, and people who make sculptures, sculptors. Yeah. As you can see, I tend to extend the torso too much. It should be like something along those lines. This is the most crude sketch session I've done, I think, ever on one of my streams or videos. But maybe it's good for you all to see, because this is really how this is this is made. Like, this is the underbelly of what it goes on when you do a cool drawing. Sometimes you get away with not having to go through the this part of the process, like doing some roughs. That's not always. I am cooking over here. Let's see if I can. Mm, is the rock on my foot often? Come on, son. And this paper is great, as you can see. It's great. Finally, I got some proportions that are better than what I had. Not perfect though. Not even close to perfect. But better. So she's like turning. If I put the arm like that, the issue is that it's gonna be like in the middle of the shot, creating tension. Make sense what I'm saying? The roughest sketch I've done so far. Some hair. So like she's trying to fight it. That could be. I even thought maybe she could have like a. Oh, this hand is better open. Come on, what is going on with me? It would be funny, like it did, like something like that, like flicking the freaking shark. That could be fun. She's not that bad. Come to think of it, I don't want to crop the. So it would be like that, and this leg would be like that. Square lady. Queen. Eh, a little more fun. Stick figures. Really, that's how you make stuff with freaking stick figures. Hmm. No, it looks broken. If I do it that way, it looks broken. And my friends, fighting your pencil to do what you want it to do, it's annoying. Uh, I hate when this happens. I also have the tendency to put a lot of pressure on the pencil. I think that's a little bit better in terms of scale, but still might be too small. Like this to me is not good. It's completely off proportions. This is better. Having said this, it could be even greater the difference because she's closer to frame. Uh, I feel like the meme of I don't remember the name of the show. I never saw it, but I've seen the meme 1,000 times when they're talking about uh, theories, like weird theories, and how they interconnect with each other. And there's this dude like with a bunch of papers behind him. I feel like that right now with this terrible sketch. This reminds me of when I was still studying illustration and how they would give you feedback. They're like, oh, you should do this and add this. So you would end up like something similar to what I have here. Ah, ah. Oh my god. Okay, now that I have that, just gonna put it right in front of me so I can have a better idea. Just if you're wondering how you end up with a really clean drawing or illustration, that's how you do it. You do a thumbnail or a bunch of thumbnails, see which one works best, then you can do a rough version like the one that you just saw, and if you like it or if you need to adjust it, you do the adjustments and then you hola and then you work on the real thing. Just gonna try to see if I can. Oh, sorry, buddy. Is it? My dog is right there, and just this this cap that I used to paint just fell and scared him. Yeah, I can use this one. Still longer. I know I have more. Where are they? Here they are. I got you. I got you. I got all of them. Here they are. There's brown, green. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go with yellow. I don't like the other ones. I hope I don't mess this up. If you see a rough drawing, that's exactly why I did it on a separate page, because I didn't want what happened here to happen over here, and to keep it clean as much as possible at least. So we'll see. Let's see if I'm able to do that. Sometimes it's easier said than done, because what you have to be careful is not messing up the paper. You can remove or open the paper that is, if you think about it as if it was a skin of sorts, if you push it to a limit, you can kind of mess it up. This could be like an eraser, could be abrasive to paper. It depends on what you're using. If it's like wood or something, it's probably fine. Canvas. The good thing, if you're using canvas, you can always paint over it. You're eventually gonna paint over it, so it's not an issue if you make a mess. And sketches shouldn't be clean, so just right from the get-go, you're like go for it. I wouldn't recommend you do this, because this is probably gonna stay there after I finish, and it's gonna haunt me for the rest of my days. But I didn't like it. You have to choose. What do you prefer? Uh, a drawing you don't like, or some random underdrawing on the sketch? So make your pick. cannot see it, but I can see it. Uh, yeah, this is this is gonna bother me forever. But again, I rather do that than end up like. Wonder if I can like give me a second. Ah, come on. I'm trying to extend this, so I might be able to like make a little. This is so random. Like, what is this guy doing? Random stuff. What's this guy doing? Random stuff. Let me be, okay? Let me be. Nah, this is not gonna. Probably not gonna fly, but I'm gonna give it a fair shake, a fair try. Or for light use, seems to be working. Licking the shark. Yeah, and I still want that arm. Like that shape. Mm-hmm. This is hopefully gonna be better than what I had. Hopefully. Definitely I should make a clip of this. This may mark a low point in Illustrator existence. I need to get one of those pencil extensors, and I need to heal my freaking wrist. This is not fun. Would not recommend. 0 out of 10. Don't get your wrist messed up. At the same time, it's also kind of like part of the whole thing, really. So what I'm saying is that it comes with the territory of learning art and trying to pursue it professionally. This is the kind of lesions you can get. Ew. I forgot I had this. I've used this in the past. I don't know if this one's gonna fit with this, but I've used this. Yes. And I messed it up. but that could work. Bear with me. Right on it. Right on this one. This is better. Yeah. Just makeshift pencil extender using an eraser. Yeah. Probably not gonna hold that much, but for what I need right now, should be good. I think. Gracias. A mí también. Yeah, it works. A compass? Oh yeah, there's like a thing that you adapt to a compass, right? So if I remember correctly, it's been some years since the last time I used one. Definitely. So her need. Here's where it starts to kind of break down because the accuracy you can get is not the same as if I'm using my old. Come on, help me out here. See, if I'm doing a rough sketch, it works fine. Then I start to get into fine stuff, and my hand is like, nope, nope, just do what I want you to do. And I was like, come on, son, don't be so annoying. So this. Did I do it again? Does she look short? I have to check. I have to check. Hmm. See what happened there? This This is annoying. The way he decides to do what he wants bothers me so much. I don't, I want this arm to be just in a perfect straight line. And now the arm is too long. Is it? Measure that. Da, 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 da. Is it though? Is it? Ding 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 ding. So to flick the freaking point. Maybe not. Eh, you know what I should have done before? Focus on the freaking face, because that's a make or break it. Al lagarto. ¿Qué lagarto? Which lizard? That I drew a lizard? Which one? I've drawn many things. Many things. Um, the chameleon? That's the most recent one. This one? This guy right here? I like this one. is where I need more precision. Get out of here. And this is usually where I feel that everything gets in my way, but just gotta get this out of the way right there. I should exaggerate that. Oh, that took some time to show. Yeah, I drew that. Yeah. Is it better? At least I prefer the proportions here than what I had before. Like a footnote before. No, I don't want to be a footnote, by the way. Hopefully, I won't be a footnote. Anyway, let's do D for this. But yeah. Bum 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 bum. Terrible foot though. Terrible. Terrible foot. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. I actually wanna like break this shape a little bit, like that. That should end there. Yeah, like a thing there. Is it better? Is it? Only time will tell. Bam, 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 bam. It's not the, what did I do with this knee? This is the weirdest knee I've ever drawn. This one's decent. That's a decent knee. The other one is like, what did you draw there, dude? What is that? What exactly are you trying to do there? This foot, come on, son. Oh, I know what it is. Like the rotula that should be there. So if I go like that, this one should actually be locked into position. So, and actually be bigger, but it's a hard way to represent it because of the freaking angle. This is a pain to draw correctly. I'm trying, my friends. I'm trying. Is it any better? It's too out of proportion. It's too exaggerated. That's probably what I notice going on here. The escorzo. Stop overthinking. No, I'm monologuing. Uh, with when something is in an angle, you have to check how it looks to see if it actually uh, works proportionally, and like looking at it from different angles, it looks off. Like this is fine, but this one, this one's still off. This is probably gonna be more like something. It's the size of the foot what bothers me. See, that looks more natural. That I was doing, it was like too small. And it makes sense. Also, the hand was too small. The hand should be kind of the same size as the face. Usually that's the case. What is going on? What? Oh, I know what happened. Chill, dude. TikTok kicked me out of the live stream, and I ended up on a different stream. And like that's what those are those random comments that just appear on screen. What can I tell you? Oh yeah, it does. Uh, it does kind of block my hand. And believe me, it's a pain knowing that you can do something better and your hand not following along. It's like, come on, man, help me out here, help me out here, son. All right, now that I did all that, I can turn it into a fun little 7-second clip. Whoa, 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 whoa. Just gonna do a small shot here, small shot there. I was kind of off yesterday. Today I feel better. I think I slept a little better today, but I need to really clean up my act in regards to that. Not fun. What? What happened? You had an accident? Are you okay? Did you like what happened? Just try to keep a PG-13 because yeah, well, you know. Bam 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 bam. Well, whatever happened, I hope you're good. Uh, oh, you know I have a friend. Like I haven't talked to him in years though, but back in high school, I had a friend that I felt so bad. Like looking back at it and right at the moment, I felt so bad, but I didn't know. He is allergic to what was it? Oh, peach. He's allergic to peach. Peach. My wife is allergic as well to a bunch of stuff, but he was allergic to peach, and we were um, like we had to study for some exams, and he was really good at math and that sort of thing. So, I've always been terrible at it, or at least in high school. At least in high school, I was really bad at it. Uh, I like to think that before I was better. So, he was really kind to let us basically gave us a freaking class to a bunch of us about how to do certain things, and explain process and so on and so forth. I was like, dude, that's thank you. So one of those occasions, I we usually when you go to a house, to somebody else's house, I don't know how it is in other places, but in Venezuela you tend to bring some stuff to those gatherings. Like you don't wanna you usually don't show up to a house empty-handed. It's like a little bit rude. It can be considered like so. So I brought. eh, I don't know the translation, but it's this thing that they sell at the bakery. Uh, Sort of like crackers, but not exactly crackers. There are different uh, tastes and flavors rather. There are a bunch of different flavors, and well, I brought a bunch of those sweets, and he was like, "Oh, thank you so much for this." Yes, like to share with everyone and so on. So he grabs one and takes a bite and immediately starts freaking out. Does this have peach? I was like, I don't know, dude. Are you allergic to peach? Yeah, I'm freaking allergic. Like he didn't talk. He started like bolting to the sink and started like throwing the thing on the sink. I was like, what happened? What is going on? I was like, I'm allergic to peach. I was like, oh, dude, I'm so sorry. I had no idea that thing had peach, let alone that you were allergic to that. And yeah, felt so ashamed. Still feel ashamed for that, but absolutely not intended. But yeah, I don't know how it works with the adults, but now they're recommending like for peanuts, a peanut allergy. They're recommending that you kind of gradually uh, uh, with kids you try to make them accustomed to it so their allergic reaction reduces over time. I don't know if that's 100%, so don't follow my thing. Perdón, que estaba diciendo que un amigo mío, eh, cuando estábamos en bachillerato, se casi que se come una galleta con durazno, que es alérgico a durazno, que yo llevé para su casa porque eh, nos estaba explicando a mí y a varios de mi salón cómo hacer una cantidad de cosas en matemáticas para un examen y casi que hay que llevarlo a emergencias por eso. Pero no pasó de ahí, gracias a Dios. Eh, He's super mindful of this part. I can imagine. I'm sorry that you had to go through that. I saw. I think it was. I saw a video of someone getting like a. What was it? I think he did it the other side. So the like somebody was going to put an EpiPen on somebody else, and the person did it the opposite way, so he got sting on the hand. I was like, oh my god. I follow on TikTok. Um, there's a few, but yeah, there's a really funny dude that works as an ER firefighter, and it's his videos are really funny because it's basically he makes satire of random situations that he had to attend to or has had to attend to as a ER paramedic. It's like really funny. I don't remember the tag, but you can probably find him easy. Shouldn't be too difficult to find him. He has a bunch of followers, and he's on YouTube as well. What I also find funny is that he also makes like videos, uh, like telling people what not to do, like do not fry a whole chicken or stuff like that. It's like I'm amazed that I have to explain this, but please don't do this. uh, yeah, it's it's really funny, really funny. And I just realized that I made a terrible face yet again, my friend. Nah, I can survive with it. I can, I can work with that. I think I realized recently that unknowingly, I think I said something kind of awful to friend of mine. It was like years ago. I was like, I wonder why this person hasn't reached out in some quite some time. I gotta say, I often find myself saying something stupid that then I regret it. I think we all go through that. It's a canonic occurrence of sorts. Her face like, you're not gonna bite me. Go bite somebody else, my friend. Not me. sketchbook. Come on. Come on, sketchbook. Meant to destroy the Sith, not join them. That's kind of one of my go-to hands. Well, looks a little bit broken. uh, Pick your battles, my friend. That's also another thing. Pick and choose your battles. Sometimes you just gonna have to accept the fact that not everything's gonna turn up the way you expect it to. Hell, all things considered, not too bad, really. Just in case. Just keeping it PG-13, my friends. Oh. It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna. Yeah, I knew I was gonna regret that. I sometimes if you put enough pressure on the paper, it just goes right through it, and you mess up the next page, which I don't like to do, but it has happened to me in the past. So. Well, considering how it was, the way I left it yesterday, and the way it looks now, it's just a weird. I made a weird line there. Uh, of this. Come on. I can still see the other face. Come on. Get out of here. Get out of here. What you doing here? Are you here for the picture? English test. Bam, 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 bam. And now I'll focus on the part of the drawing that I was happy with. Making double shadows. I don't like that. And that's kind of the whole point of me doing this. If I cannot avoid the double shadows. Anyway. I feel like I'm turning into this old grumpy guy. I have to part ways with. You can keep some of your grumpiness, but you cannot be grumpy forever about everything. I should take some chill. Actually, should be like can only imagine running into one of those things. That's one of the scariest things you can run into at this in the sea. Sail the seas. Or it's a mini tiny eye. Wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow. Shark teeth are really creepy. There's this movie about 30, I think 30 Days Darkness or something. That's scary. a bunch of vampires that have like sharp, sharp like teeth. You're like trapped in a remote town with them. I enjoyed that movie. It was like really creepy, but it was an interesting premise. Alaska. So you saw the movie. I years ago. I think it was a version of the Blob that it was. I think they filmed that on Reno, or it was said to be in Reno. That it was like a the Blob started, or some kind of alien thing. It got into people through like a kind of liquid, started to take over a whole town. When this I'm just making up. I don't have the details as to what's going on there. I do know that they have some, like, actually flicking them would work, uh, because they have really sensitive noses. So you probably, if you punch them in the nose, they could, you can deter a shark. Well, the movie that I'm talking about, the protagonist is the dude that did in one of the, there was this Wolverine film, uh, where there's another actor that did Sabretooth, but they made it so that he was Wolverine's brother. He's the main actor in the film I'm talking about. This this is no bueno to make details. Well, just for the sake of detail itself. Bam, 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 bam. Well, let me tell you that I wasn't expecting to turn this around. uh, it's been bothering me the entire day. Like, that drawing. That drawing doesn't. I don't like it. There's something about it I don't like. It's still not perfect, but it's better than what I had. Definitely. Come on. What did I messed this up. Anyway, just leave it at that. Yeah. What? Just forsake. Sharks are not the cleanest. They fight with the things they eat a lot of the times, and they just tear stuff apart. So they usually get like all these cuts. They're messy eaters, and they don't have to worry about losing teeth, which would be a death sentence for a bunch of uh, other creatures. That's not a problem for a shark. Random facts from this random dude. Ding 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 ding. Well, going back to your story that you were telling me. I'm sorry, I started drifting into whatever. I'm sorry you had to go through that. It's terrible to get any form of food poisoning or allergies. I've been lucky enough, which I'm thankful for, that I haven't had issues with that. But I can definitely see how it can be a freaking pain to deal with. Oh, so nightshades. Onions are nightshades, right? Tomatoes, I know for sure, are nightshade from the nightshade family. Don't know about the onions. Onion isn't. It must suck because, like, if you tell me that I have to cook without onions, I like. What are you talking about? What do you mean I cannot use an onion or a tomato? Like half of the stuff I cook has onions or tomatoes or both. So I couldn't. I'd be like, okay, now I cannot eat anything. Now I'll just starve. What do you mean I cannot eat tomatoes or onions? Oh, okay, okay. So it doesn't bother you that much if they are cooked. You kind of get rid of part of the issue. Hopefully. Anyway, I cannot. I couldn't. I really couldn't eat. Like, oh my god. So tomato, it's like no no. I've heard some people talk about onions. I mean, like I I eat onions. We put onions on hot dogs in my country. It's really common. Onions and relish. No. Relish. I know you guys use. I'm trying to think of what is the word the the thing they use for kimchi. It's fermented. Um, what? You're kidding me. So you've been eating onions all your life, and now all of a sudden you're. Oh my god. I like. You know what? We need to figure this out because I cannot live like this. So I would start like putting onions on my arm, like just just to test it out every now and then, and just like what they do in there's this dude that started looking to get immunity to being bitten by snakes by injecting himself with venom, and I think now he's like helping develop uh, things that you can use for that purpose because he actually developed immunity to it. I started doing this that same thing with onions. Like, there's no way I can. Like, oh, you cannot eat more onions. Well, I guess this is how I go. Just eating something I enjoy. Come on, son. What are we talking about here? That that I joke about this, but I've thought about it in the past and talked to my wife about it. Like cheese, there's some people that develop cheese allergies. I'll be like, okay, I don't care. I don't care. What's the issue? Allergies? I can probably deal with it. I'll be so pissed. You cannot eat cheese. What are you talking about, lady? What exactly do you expect me to do? Not eat cheese. Get out of here. Nonsense. That heresy. That's full heresy. Not eating cheese. Not on my watch. Like Parmesan cheese must be the most awesome thing that has ever been invented by humankind. You tell me I cannot eat that, and I will go straight to to depression. What do you mean I cannot eat cheese? I remember, I don't know if it was Miami Ink or one of those shows with tattoos. This dude that he apparently developed that's where this thought came from. as this dude that developed allergies toward cheese. So he was getting a cheese tattoo because he was like grieving the the passing or the fact that he couldn't eat cheese anymore. I was like, yes, that wouldn't be me. Like, I don't care. I'll eat it. Are you kidding? We have so many different plates that use onions and tomatoes. I'm sorry that you have to go through that. That sucks. Hopefully, you can figure out a way to get past it. Poison ivy? No, I don't think it exists where I'm from, or probably it does, but it never got that far into getting close to one of those. Chicken pox? I think I did. If I translated in my mind correctly, I think I did. Yeah, that's horrendous. Why is it like that? The poison ivy? Are you kidding? What? Oh my god, with the onions? Oh no. See, I think I just messed it up. That sucks. Well, I really hope that you figure out a way to move past it. The cheese allergy, I think is just when somebody gets that, it just like it means that you have a more direct reaction to cheese. Um, but maybe I'm wrong. Hopefully, I'm correct because if it's something like that, then it's a little bit exaggerated. It would be a pain to deal with, really. I'll look up references for this, but I think I'm gonna leave it at this today. Uh, 1 hour 50. You can have the same effect for cheese? That sucks. So, well, you have it. This is a rough sketch that I did and what I tried to turn it into. This is a better leg. Like what is this? What did I do here? What is this? Me trying not to draw the freaking foot. That's like you dummy. Should have continued with that. Ah, could have make it so much better. Anyhow, anyhow, this is what I have so far for today. Probably I'll finish it tomorrow morning and post it. I'll be cutting the stream soon. If you had a fun time watching my random stream, this random dude on the internet drawing, please consider subscribing. It helps me a bunch. It's completely free for you and helps me continue to pursue this crazy dream of mine. Not so crazy. There's a bunch of people that have made it, but anyhow, I have my illustrated deck of cards on my website if you want to check it out. Likewise, yeah. Hope hope you figure out your your allergies. That's that's annoying for sure. Uh, anyway, so as I was mentioning, I have my deck of cards. I also have a Redbubble shop that you can find on my website. I go live Monday through Thursday, so tomorrow is the last stream of the week. Um, what else am I missing? I think I cover all my bases. You can find me on Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Usually I go by Segrons, the tag that you can see there. So you can find me that way. Um, anyhow, thank you all for watching. I hope to see you next time. I'll be cutting the stream. Uh, until next time, bye.